According to Karl Marx, the socialist revolution was right around the corner, as the lives of the workers would clearly get worse and worse and worse, until, with nothing left to lose, nothing to live for, utterly miserable, revolution would explode the old bourgeois world. And yet, it didn't. Why is that? Why was that? Did the emergence of eateries, with good food affordable, even by the working classes, have anything to do with it? These and other questions will be answered right after this. I am Professor Jerome Arkenberg, and I've been teaching a wide variety of history courses at colleges across this country for the past 30 years. In this video, I'm going to tell you about the emergence of the modern restaurant and the appearance and reason for lunch wagons, diners, fast food, soda fountains, lunch counters, and root beer stands. At the end, I'll have the wrap-up quote on this video. But first, make sure to click like, share, especially subscribe, and that little bell thingy, so I can continue to bring you more great videos just like this one. The modern restaurant emerged during the French Revolution, as now unemployed cooks for the upper classes began offering cooked dishes to paying customers simply to make ends meet. To accommodate workers and clerks with limited time for lunch, lunch carts appeared at factory gates to sell quick foods, such as the ones you see here and here, which evolved into large lunch wagons, which parked overnight, like this one, that's the interior, then opened for grave shift workers and other night owls. Eventually, the wheels were taken off, and lunch carts became permanent diners, which opened in residential areas to compete with the local tavern, cooking and serving food on short order for customers more concerned with speed than quality. As cars became more popular and affordable after World War I, the fast food restaurant appeared, with White Castle, the very first one opening in Wichita, Kansas in 1921, leading the way with a limited menu focused on the hamburger. High volume, high speed, cleanliness, no greasy spoon, low cost, and view of food preparation brought in the customers. Then pharmacists mixed medicinal syrups with carbonated water and invented soda water. Coca-cola and Pepsi, among others, then combined them with newfangled ice cream to make milkshakes, sundaes, and banana splits, selling them in soda fountains. By 1891, there were more soda fountains than saloons in New York City. Some soda fountains turned into lunch counters, serving sandwiches and hot foods besides sodas and ice cream, differing from diners as they were located in drugstores or in a newfangled dime store, such as Woolworth's, which is famous for its lunch counters, with hard or backless chairs, simply stools like this or this, simply to discourage lingering beyond the time it took to eat. So sit down, eat, and get out. The rural equivalent was the root beer stand, which sprang up in small towns across the country and on desolate roadways, with a limited menu of short-order broiled or fried foods served with a frosty mug of root beer. And the idea of going out for a Coke became a mainstay of both leisure activity and dating. The wrap-up quote. Here was a splendid dining chamber, all decorated and aglow, where the wealthy ate. Incandescent lights, the reflection of their glow in polished glasses, and a shine of gilt up on the walls, combined into one tone of light, which requires minutes of complacent observation to separate and take particular note. Once seated, there began that exhibition of showy, wasteful, and unwholesome gastronomy as practiced by wealthy Americans, which is the wonder and astonishment of true culture and dignity the world over. The bill of fare held an array of dishes sufficient to feed an army, sidelined with prices which made reasonable expenditure a ridiculous impossibility. An order of soup at 50 cents or $1, with a dozen kinds to choose from. Oysters in 40 styles and at 60 cents the half dozen. Entrees, fish, and meats at prices which would house one overnight in an average hotel. The tables were not so remarkable in themselves, and yet the imprint of sherry upon the napkins, the name of Tiffany upon the silverware, the name of Haviland upon the china, and over all the glow of the small red-shaded candelabra and the reflected tints of the walls and garments and faces made them seem remarkable. Each waiter added an air of exclusiveness and elegance by the manner in which he bowed, scraped, touched, and trifled with things. The exclusively personal attention which he devoted to each one, standing half bent, ear to one side, elbows akimbo, saying, "Soup? Green turtle? Yes. One portion? Yes. Oysters? Certainly. Half dozen? Yes. Asparagus? Olives? Yes." Theodore Dreiser, 1900. Let me know what you think of this quote in the comments section below. Also, what you liked about this video, and what other historical topics or subjects you'd like to see in future videos. Be sure to click like, share, and especially subscribe, as it will help me bring you more great videos just like this one. And click on that little bell thingy, so you'll know when the next History Waits for No One video is posted. If you want to know more, there are recommended studies on this topic in the description below, along with other ways to connect with me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the past.